All praise to the Most High. Call Allah Yahweh. Shimmy Mashak, Mamalaki Hawashah. It's Trees of Righteousness in the building. Go ahead, Jehu. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Khan. They call me Jehu, you know what I mean? I'm just a brother, you know what I mean? we from a different mother, but really the same mother, man. This is they call me Captain Jehu or Yahoo, Brother Yahoo, you know, Trees of Righteousness. You know what I mean? I'm just on here building with my brother, give him a little backup. I am just making a quick, you know, debut. I won't be able to be on for the whole time, but I wanted to show my brother some love, and I appreciate the invite, you know, to come in and say what's up.
All praise to the Most High. And if y'all don't know, this is the other part of the camp. This is Captain Jehu. He's being modest right now. But these brothers, I don't know if are you gonna be on the other live, the main channel later, or is it just gonna be them?
I may try to jump on there for a minute. You know, I'm out of town, so I'm kind of
a
little impromptu. I want to show, you know what I mean?
Well, good. I'm glad I got him on my channel at least. If he's not on the other channel later, but the main camp will be going live at 7:30. So what we got for y'all is a quick lesson. And you seen the title of the video. It's basically the judgment of God. And we're gonna make this real quick because I kind of got in here late, but it is what it is. So go ahead, King. Go ahead.
Nah, I ain't saying nothing. I was just, you know what I mean? Kind of.
Okay, I'll praise the Most High. So what we're gonna do is actually where the lesson starts, we're gonna pick up right where my last lesson was. So we're actually gonna pick up in the book of Jeremiah, and I'm gonna read it in the GNT. If you want me to read, yeah, you can read it if you want. If you got time, yeah, please, King. I got it. The GNT. We read it in GNT. But I'm gonna go back a little bit just to get some clarity. I'm gonna let's see. And like I said, if you're new to the channel, make sure you hit the like, subscribe. Make sure you join the main channel when you watch this later, because we ain't got the numbers up yet. But when you watch this later, go to the main channel and subscribe to them.
Okay. It's Jeremiah 40.
Yeah, you're gonna start Jeremiah GNT.
In chapter 40. Or did you hear me? You might be paused, King.
And
you paused up a little bit.
Hold on. 40 in the GNT. Let my computer quick.
You paused up.
Yeah, I know. Hold on. I meant to restart the computer, but okay, there it is. Okay, there we go. Hold on.
Okay.
My bad. Okay, cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I meant to restart. This computer's just been running, so I meant to restart.
Mine do the same thing.
Okay. We're just gonna share the screen. We'll share the screen here in a minute. But I'm gonna touch on, because this is what we're going through right quick is the judgment of God. And what we're talking about is we see literally in the Bible prophets coming and telling other Israelites that their death is coming. Get right with the Most High. Keep the law, statutes, commandments. Come back to the Most High. The same things that we tell you people when we're out and about on the corners. The same things we tell y'all. We're going to read the judgment of those people who did not listen. And this is a lesson for everyone. Because when we're out, you can tell them, Jehu, you can speak on this. When we're out, how many people turn their heads and look at us crazy because we out there telling them to keep the laws of God?
95% of the people turn their eyes, shrug their shoulders, you know, and go about their business, you know. And it's unfortunate, but it's written, you know. Like you said, what happened back then is the same thing that's going to happen now. But the Most High is just allowing his word to go out because it's going to convict people at the end. You know, you're not going to be able to say, I didn't know, I didn't have an opportunity. No, you knew. You walked right past the prophets. The Bible says, my sheep hear my voice. So you should be able to hear the Father's voice when we're bringing it out. It's not like we out there selling drugs or selling plates. You know, we out there giving out the word for free. We're not asking for no money. We're just asking for a few minutes to read you a Bible verse. That's it. We're not going to beat you down, none of that. And people don't have time for it. It's unfortunate. Yeah, so
man, and that's
we all read about it.
And that's literally our people in a nutshell. Like these same people we're going to read about and this judgment happened to them are the same people today. There's nothing new under the sun. Like these people in this book are an example of what's to come. And the Most High so gracious for that. He gave us this. You just gotta be. We're just thankful that he gave us the zeal and lifted the wool over our eyes to see this truth. Because we can easily be out here like the 2/3, so-called 2/3. We can easily be out here into Christianity, into Buddhism, into Hinduism, or into niggaism, whatever you want to portray it as. We could be into that, but the Most High has us here. He has us on this path. And what's the Bible say? The path is narrow. Matter of fact, it says only one person can cross it at a time. So the fact that people are still involved in the Christian church is troublesome. And the fact that people see us with Bibles in our hand, we're not out there trying to sell drugs. And I hear Jehu say this to people all the time. We out here with drugs. We ain't here trying to get your number. We out here trying to save your soul.
Right.
And people look at us like we have COVID. Like they literally like and just run away. So we're going to read the judgment of these people because the Most High put this in the Bible for people to understand what's going to happen to them. So I'm gonna I got it on. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen because this is gonna be a quick lesson because it is we got 30 minutes. So we're gonna I'm gonna brush over 39 right quick. Can you see the screen, King?
Barely. It's real small, but let me
don't worry about it because I'm gonna read and you can just hold on.
I can see it.
Okay.
I had to make my screen bigger.
Okay. So this is 39. Let me see. This is what I make sure. But the point is, because I don't want to go over the lesson I went through last time with everyone. Let me just go ahead and go to 40 because I'm not going to bore you out with that. We're just going to get to the meat and potatoes of it. But we'll just go over what happened. I'm going to give a quick synopsis. If you want to go back to the last video and hear it, that's fine. But what's going on here is this is the fall of Jerusalem. So we're literally in the end of almost end of the book of Jeremiah. And we know that Jerusalem has fallen because they did not listen. They did not listen to Jeremiah at all. And we're going to read what happens to King, I'm saying this wrong today, Zedekiah. Am I saying it right now? Mm-hmm. King Zedekiah. So we're going to read the judgment that falls on King Zedekiah. Because King Zedekiah had multiple opportunities, and this is why we're reading this, because everyone out here has had multiple opportunities. These people have seen us several times. You've heard Kanye talk about it. You've heard us. I know you've seen brothers. I know you probably heard someone in your family even mention that we're the real Jews or we're the
Kendrick Lamar. Yeah,
like somewhere. Famous people. Yeah, somewhere somewhere you have heard about the Hebrew Israelites. And if you're just hearing it now, just know you have been marked. That's just basically what we're getting into. And King, if you want to start at verse 40, I can start reading whenever. If you want to start at the beginning, that's fine. Because it's a short chapter. So
I can you said it's all good. I'll read, just let me know when to stop. You know what I mean? I got you.
Okay. So hold on, captain. Now the captain. Sorry, King. We're at 39.
Okay. Start at 39?
39. That's my bad. 39. Chapter 39.
Let me go backwards. Hold on. Chapter 39. And if you pull it up there, I'll read from the screen.
Okay.
If you can.
Hold on. I'm making. Okay, yeah, we're gonna start at 39 because this is where it gets. This is someone. King Zedekiah was the king of Jerusalem at that time. So this brother was very high up. This brother thought he was in tune with the Most High, had his own prophets telling him things. Obviously, they weren't the right things. But this is the same king who had several opportunities to run, to go away, to keep the laws of God. He was warned several times. Jeremiah had done more than got the blood off his hands. So if you're just going to start at the top, King, you got it.
Now I'm going to read fast. Let me know if I'm reading too fast. Tell me when to stop. Okay. Jeremiah chapter number 39 from the top. In the 9th year of Zedekiah, king of Judah, in the 10th month, came Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and all his army against Jerusalem, and they besieged it. And in the 11th year of Zedekiah, in the 4th month, the 9th day of the month, the city was broken up.
Okay, and so just a quick synopsis on what the brother's speaking on. He's reading that Jerusalem's fallen, and we're reading that Nebuchadnezzar is taken over. And shout out Judea Taylor.
Judea.
I see you in here. Oh, I did. Maybe if my computer screen if I freeze, it's because I need to restart this thing.
All good.
Okay, there. I think I froze, but it's okay. Shalom. But yeah, keep going, King. I'm gonna pause you in between, so we can break it down to him. Go ahead,
Let
King.
me know. Verse 3.
Go ahead.
And all the princes of the king of Babylon came in and sat in the middle gate, even Nergaljazer, Sam Gernebo, Sersekim, and Rapsaris, Nergaljaris, Rabmag, with all the residue of the princes of the king of Babylon.
So we got the high ups here. We got the high ups here. We got the highest of the high of the Babylonian army. Like, they're here. So Jerusalem has fallen. So let's read what happens, because King Zedekiah had multiple chances to get out of this situation, multiple signs from God, multiplicity of, and this ties into what we tell these people out here. We tell y'all to get right with God, keep the law, statutes, commandments, come back to the Most High. You need to be on this side, brother. We tell y'all these same things. There's nothing new under the sun. Keep going, King.
Come. And it came to pass that when Zedekiah, the king of Judah, saw them and all the men of war, then they fled and went forth out of the city by night, by the way of the king's garden, by the gate between the two walls. And they
ran. So they seen the armies, even though they were warned by Jeremiah when they had him locked up 400 times to get out of there. Oh, now and that's going to be a lot of these jakes out here. A lot of these jakes are going to be at the last minute. Oh, they see hell coming. The lights is off. There's armies about in the city. It's martial war. It's martial law going on. There's no water on. This is when these people are going to try to look for God, and it's going to be too late. You want if you want to speak on anything, you got it. Like, just stop me.
I want to say, and that's the same. It's indicative of what we're doing now. I guarantee that king thought about Jeremiah for a second when he was like, "Damn, that nigga was right," but it was too late. You know what I mean? And the same thing gonna happen to our people. Same thing.
The same thing. But go ahead, King. You was at verse, I think 6.
5.
No, you said 5. 5. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Go ahead. Let me read that last part on verse 4.
Go ahead.
By the gate between the two walls, and he went out the way of the plain. But the Chaldeans' army pursued after them and overtook Zedekiah in the plains of Jericho.
And that's the same thing we tell y'all. These people, y'all think y'all gonna escape judgment? Y'all think y'all gonna escape what the Most High has planned out for you if you don't want to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments?
Oh,
Zedekiah did. Keep going, King.
That's what I was going to say. Same thing. That was what I was going to say. Zedekiah was thinking, "Oh, I'm an Israelite. God is with me." That's all he knew.
Oh shit! I think he froze out. Hold on. He'll be back. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna have him repeat what he said, or maybe I'm frozen. I'm not sure. Hopefully the brother can come back. It's all good. Let me make sure I'm not frozen. These darn computers. Hopefully the brother will come back. Make sure I'm not frozen. Let's see. Make sure I'm not frozen. Okay, I'm not frozen. It's him. Okay, well, the brother will be back here in a second when he'll be back. I will let me out. I will keep. He dropped off. He'll be back. So we'll keep going. We'll keep going. I know he's going in something powerful. Give him 1 second. He'll be right back. Now I'm freezing. I'm glitching. Okay. Sorry, y'all, man. I got good Wi-Fi. I don't know because I didn't restart the computer. So the brother was at verse 5, and I'll take over until he comes back. But the Chaldeans' army pursued him and overtook Zedekiah. So, like we were saying, these people think they think they're gonna flee from God. They think they're gonna get away. But look what the Most High had planned for him. Because I think the brother was going into saying he was an Israelite. But he thought that was going to save him. He thought he would have a lot of extra time. Most High don't work like that. Verse 5. Oh Lord, this thing is moving, y'all. I should have restarted my computer. It's all good. Hopefully y'all are still with me. Okay, we're good. Share this chat. Okay, y'all are still with me. Okay. But the Chaldeans army pursued him after him and overtook Zedekiah in the plains of Jericho. So he got caught. He was running. He don't run from the Lord. Don't run from the Lord. He was running from the Lord and got caught, y'all. The king, the king running. The king is running and he got caught. But let's keep going. It says, they pursued him and overtook Zedekiah in the plains of Jericho. And when they had taken him, they brought him up to Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, to Radab in the land of Hamath, where they gave judgment upon him. And if you know anything about the prior chapters, if you go watch the last live I did, you're going to know that Jeremiah told Zedekiah he's got to leave, or his sons and everyone he knows are going to be killed in front of him. That was words from the Most High, that your sons, your princes, nobles will all be killed in front of you. Then you will be killed. So now he had a chance to flee and he did not. He had a chance to keep the laws of God and he did not. So let's read. Hopefully my brother comes back. He was on the road. If not, I appreciate you getting on here, King. He was in here for a short second, but it's all good. I'll praise to the Most High. Make sure y'all go to that brother's channel and subscribe. So he got caught, right? So let's see. The king of Babylon, okay, where he gave judgment upon him. So he got judgment on him. Now remember, this is the same thing we tell y'all. You're going to have judgment on y'all if y'all don't keep the law, statutes, commandments, and come back to God. So verse 6. Then the king of Babylon slew the sons of Zedekiah. Jeremiah told him this was going to happen. Jeremiah said, hey, this is going to happen to you if you do not get down with this, if you do not keep the laws of God. Shalom, Deborah Dickey. Shalom to you, princess. Shalom, empress. This is what's going to happen to you. And this is why the princes, this is why they smote him. That's why they beat him up. That's why they put him into prison. All from, imagine telling someone, hey, if you don't get right with God, the Most High is going to do something. He's going to kill all your sons. He's going to kill you. He's going to put you into captivity. And then you put him in jail for it and beat him up and put him in a dungeon full of mud. That's what happened to him. That is what happened to him. Shout out GT Parker. Shalom, shalom, family. Shalom. All praise to the Most High. So let's keep going. So the king of Babylon slew the sons of Zedekiah, just like Jeremiah prophesies. Just like how we prophesied to y'all going to lose your children. Y'all going to lose your homes. Y'all going to lose yourselves if you don't come up out of this captivity. I think King got back on there. Oh, there he is.
Damn.
What's good, guys?
Salak. There we go.
Right.
Salak, man. You know, I'm dealing with the heathens Wi-Fi network. I'm out of town, man. So Salak.
You good, guys.
I'm
you
back.
Good, King. I kind of just held it where I was at. I was on verse 5. If you want to just read that and we can land me down on that. Because this is where it's gonna get, this is where it gets good. Uh-oh.
Con, I'm here, King.
Okay, you good.
You said verse 5?
Yeah, go ahead and start at verse 5, if you don't mind, King.
Con. Not at all. Con. This is Jeremiah chapter 39, verse number 5. But the Chaldeans' army pursued after them and overtook Zedekiah in the plains of Jericho. And when they had taken him, they brought him up to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, to Riblah in the land of Hamath, where he gave judgment upon him.
Speak on it. Speak on that verse. Speak on that verse, and then I'm gonna read the next one, and I'm gonna have you speak on it. So you speak on this one.
So yeah, hey, Zedekiah, man, he like we were saying, he played it thinking that the Lord was with him when he wasn't keeping no commandments, laws, statutes. He just knew he was an Israelite, thinking the Lord was going to do what he did to his forefathers in the past. But he went on, he didn't know that he wasn't in the truth. And so he tried to escape. And like he said, Jeremiah was been warning him for forever. And now he waited till the last minute. Now the Chaldeans came and got him. You know what I mean? Now the Chaldeans got him, and they brought him to their land, and they brought him before they pronounced judgment on him. You know what I mean? The Babylonians, they brought him to the Babylonians, and they pronounced judgment on him. It's gonna be bad. It's gonna get worse.
Yeah, let's go into okay. So verse 6, and the king of Babylon slew the sons of Zedekiah in Riblah before his eyes. Jeremiah told him, he asked him, what does the Lord have to say to me? He said, if you do not get out of his land, you're going to be captured. Your sons are going to be killed in front of you. This is documented history. We can go back and see this Babylonian captivity actually happened. So the fact that people don't want to believe this Bible is crazy when we can match it up with archaeology and we can match it up with the history and the Bible. So the king of Babylon slew the sons of Zedekiah before his eyes. Also, the king of Babylon slew all the nobles of Judah, just like Jeremiah said. And I'll let my brother read the next verse, and he can break that one down. We'll just do verse for verse.
What kind? And even that one that you just read was tough, man. I mean, golly, he got his eyes put out. The last thing he's seen.
Well, I ain't read that yet. You're reading that. You're reading that.
I didn't even. Oh, I didn't.
No,
okay.
You're reading that one. You're gonna break that down.
What verse we on? Oh,
you're
7.
You're on verse 7.
Con. So like verse 7. It was a lot. What you said, I wanted to touch on, but I forgot that quick. I'm gonna read verse 7. Moreover, he put out Zedekiah's eyes and bound him with chains to carry him to Babylon. Man, because he didn't listen. Because he pride. That's tough. The last thing he seen was his sons being put to death. And then they put his eye. They didn't even kill him. They made him watch his sons get put to death. He's helpless. And then they put his eyes out. Wow. Tough. Yo, you said it. Are you frozen up? Oh, he froze up. I think he froze up. I thought it was me this time. Salakia, but I think we're having issues with the internet. So Salakia, y'all bear with me. Oh shit. So
Spazzing. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. My internet is spazzing. I should be spazzing. Hey, I'm sorry, y'all. Hey, sorry about that. Can everybody hear us now? Sorry about that. Can everybody hear us now? J-Ho, you back in here? Sorry about that. Can everybody hear us now? J-Ho, you back in here? Okay. GT Parker said he can hear us. J-Ho might. Okay, J-Ho, GT Parker said he can hear us.
You all praise to the Most High Power, Yahweh, anyhow. You know what I mean? This thing got to keep on going as best we can. We're gonna deal with it.
We're gonna deal with it. I can hear you now, though, Ken.
Internet connection is what it's telling me. I'm actually not even at home. I'm somewhere in a hotel, man, and dealing with their internet and trying to figure this thing out. But
yeah, it's my internet. It ain't you. It's literally my internet. It's all good.
Can you hear, Kenny?
Yeah, I'm here. Can you hear me? Don't tell me it did it again. Okay. Oh, Lord.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Okay, all praise
to the Most High. It's a little broken up, though.
Okay. Hey, Israel, just work with us. We're going to try to get through this as fast as possible. And, yeah, we just having internet issues right now. It is storming over here, so that might be why. Okay, fine. Can you hear me, King? Okay. So, yeah, like the brother was speaking on, they
hear you a little, but I can't,
Oh, Lord. Okay, maybe that might be what he needed to do. Let's see. Salakia. Okay. Salakia. If he can get back on here, he can get back on here. I'll finish it out though. So, hey, we just having internet problems. Satan's working hard right now. So to let me back on what my brother was saying. He was saying, moreover, he put out Zedekiah's eyes and bound him with chains. So Zedekiah literally got this told to him. He didn't get the part about his eyes getting taken out. That was a special surprise by the Most High. But just imagine you seeing your sons getting killed in front of you, your nobles getting killed in front of you, you being warned about this, and you disobeying that warning. And then the Most High takes your eyes out of your head. You good, King. You good. You good. You good, King. If he can get back on here, get back on here. All praise to the Most High. And if you can't get on here, King, it's all good. We'll figure it out. Like we got the internet. It is storming where I'm at, so that might be why my internet's tripping. Okay, so it's all good. We're gonna keep it moving. So yeah, they the Most High had Zedekiah's eyes put out after he watched his sons get put to death. That's a judgment. But it gets worse. And the Chaldeans burned the king's house and the house of the people with fire and broke down all the walls of Jerusalem. So not only did he see he get killed or he get took into Babylon with his eyes gone and his children killed in front of him, he got his palace and his place of living burnt down. The Most High said this was going to happen. He sent Jeremiah here to explain to these people this was going to happen. Verse 9. Then Nebuchadnezzar, the captain of the guard, carried away captive into Babylon the remnant of people that remained in the city and those that fell away and fell to him with the rest of the people that remained. So the people that were there fighting, the people who didn't want to believe, took it right on the captivity. Just like the people who don't want to believe, who want to half believe, who just want to hear it and not act on it. The same thing's going to happen to these people. These people who are stuck in Babylon, aka America, who just want to live here and frolic here and want to do a 401k and get a $200,000 house and pay on it for 40 years. You're going to be caught up in this mess too. Verse 10, but Nebuchadnezzar, Nebuchadnezzar, probably saying that wrong, the captain of the guard left the poor of the people which had nothing in the land of Judah and gave them the vineyards and the fields. So at least they had some kind of mercy on the people who had absolutely nothing. They just gave them the land because they couldn't do nothing with it. They already burned it and pillaged it. So they gave them burnt and pillaged land. Now Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, gave charge concerning Jeremiah to Nebuchadnezzar, the king of the captain of the guard, saying, so these names are crazy. Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon, gave charge to Jeremiah, to Nebuchadnezzar, the captain of the guard, saying, take him and look well into him and do no harm to him. So because now this is important right here. This is why brothers got to stay girded up. This is why brothers got to stay level down in this truth. Because the Most High saved Jeremiah. The Most High was there for Jeremiah. He literally, even though he was still kept in the prison yard, he put the spirit on these other nations to go get him. And the king said, let no harm come his way. And do unto him even as he shall say unto thee. So whatever Jeremiah asked for, give it to him. Imagine that. Imagine going through everything you went through just to be vindicated by the Lord. The Most High had him captured by the people who destroyed Jerusalem to have them basically at his feet. And that's what's going to happen. And that's what's going to happen to us if we just keep the laws of God. It's simple. So Nebuchadnezzar, the captain of the guard sent Nebuchadnezzar, he sent the whole gang. We're just going to paraphrase this because the Wi-Fi messed it up. So we're going to kind of speed through this. Even they took Jeremiah out of the court of prison. They went and got him and committed him into Gedaliah, the son of Achim, the son of Shaphan, that he should carry him home. So he dwelt among the people. Now the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah again while he was shut up in the court of prison, saying, go and speak to Abimelech, the Ethiopian, who saved Jeremiah. Imagine that a non-Israelite had to save Jeremiah. He's the guy who told the king so he can get 30 men brought to him and get him out of the mud, saying, thus saith the Lord of hosts, God of Israel, behold, I will bring my words upon the city for evil and not for good, and they shall be accomplished in that day before thee. But I will deliver thee in that day. Deliver thee in that day. Prophets, keep the law, statutes, commandments, wake the people up, and he will deliver thee in that day, saith the Lord. And thou shalt be given into the hand of the man whom thou art afraid. But that was to the thing, but that's still twofold. For I will surely deliver thee, and thou shalt not fall by the sword, but thou shalt be for prey unto thee, because thou hast put thy trust in me, saith the Lord. So, if anything you're going to take from this, put your trust in the Lord. So we're going to hurry up and touch on the 40th chapter because the brothers are going live here in about 10 minutes. So I'm going to brush over this real quick. Let's see. I'm going to read this in the GNT because I want y'all to understand something. And I'm going to read to verse. Oh, this is short. Okay. Verse 40, the book of Jeremiah, chapter 40, verse 1. And the Lord spoke to me after Nebuchadnezzar, the commanding officer, had set me free. So Jeremiah, who kept the laws of God, kept telling people that they were going to be destroyed for not keeping the laws of God, put in the prison, beat up, smoted, all these other things. He was set free. Imagine that. Imagine keeping the laws of God and he comes through for you. Imagine that. I had been taken there in chains along with all the other people of Jerusalem and Judah who had been taken away as prisoners of Babylonian. Now, this is pivotal right here, and I want people to understand this because I'm going to start using this on Christians, and we're going to lay out, and we're going to stop after these couple verses. I want people to understand that these other nations knew that he was our God. These other nations knew that he wasn't a universal God. So this is what kills me when I see other nations picking up this book who are not Israelites, and people who read the book and say they've read it, but they skipped over this. How? Okay, and I got this in the G&T, so it's a little more clear. The commanding officer took me aside, Jeremiah, and said, "The Lord." Hold on, I don't even got this up. Sorry, y'all. I didn't want it to freeze. So we're at verse. Sorry, all these technical difficulties right now. So I'm at verse 2 right here. The commanding officer took me aside and said, "The Lord, your God, your God." Why did he say the Lord, everyone's God? Why is this officer of the Babylonian army saying the Lord, your God? I want a Christian to answer that watched this video. I want to understand why these other nations knew that he wasn't everyone's God. So let's continue. He said, "The Lord, your God, threatened this land with destruction." Your God, not everyone's God, not our God, not the God of gods, your God. And now he has done what he said he would. So these other nations knew the power we had. They knew the kind of God we worship. Excuse me. They knew what kind of power we had when we were under subjection of our God. And now he has done what he said and he would. All this happened. I need y'all to pay attention. All this happened because your people. Why is this Babylonian guard saying your people? This happened because the Israelites. Why is he not saying everyone, everybody? Come on, like these people in 2025 today. Like these people, these other nations knew he was our God. They understood that. We can clearly see it right here. What's going on, God? Oh, got you. Okay, cool. I'll praise to the Most High. Can you hear me, King?
I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Okay, yeah. I don't even see us on the thing. I don't know what's going on with this internet, man. I don't know. Oh, there we are. I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to restart this and get off here.
Hey, lock you out. Don't leave everything the way it is, King. I apologize.
No, you good. Oh, that was you. Okay, no, you good. Go ahead. I didn't even know. I don't know how to do all that stuff. Okay, but I'm right here at verse 2 in Jeremiah 40, and I'm reading to him that I'll just start at the top. The commanding officer took me aside and said, "The Lord your God." And I was saying, like, how come these Babylonians knew he was our God? How come these other nations knew he was our God? No one else's. And threatened the land with destruction. And now he has done what he said he would. And all this happened because your people. Why is he not saying everyone? Why is this non-Israelite saying your God did this to you because you didn't want to listen?
God.
So now how do we get in 2025 and it's a universal book? Everyone. When we reading that these high up people knew that he was the God of Israel. Let's keep going. Your people have sinned against the Lord and disobeyed him. Hello? So it's the same thing we tell y'all on the corners. Jeremiah is saying the same thing we say.
Right.
So why are these people knowing, these other nations knowing that he's our God, and he's saying you got punished because y'all didn't listen? I thought he was everyone's God.
Salakia, King.
Go ahead.
That's the same way that how they found out who we were in Negro land in Africa and who the so-called natives were here in America. Christopher Columbus and them read the Apocrypha and put 2 and 2 together and understood, oh, that's the children of God, and their judgment is to go into slavery. So they initiated that thing. They knew they would be successful at it because they know who we are and who our God is. You know what I mean?
Man, hey, that's cold. And that's cold. And you got these pastors out here that's been in this Bible for 30 years and read this and didn't even understood it.
Yeah.
That's how you know the Most High is only dealing with a remnant of his people.
That's right.
And that's why you got to understand, if you're in this truth, how special you are.
Yeah.
Because the Most High could easily put a wool over your eyes and you would not know what's going on.
Yeah. Hey, we got several brothers I know, man, that say, hey, man, forget it, man. I'm going to work on the Sabbath. I do it later. You know what I mean? I don't have to come to Passover. I'll figure that out. You know what I mean? I know I'm an Israelite, but I ain't got to wear no fringes, zits. I'll figure it out. You know what I mean? I ain't got to go out to the corner and wake up these sheep. I'll do it later. I got things to do. And like you said, this is really to us. This book ain't talking about what happened to some heathen somewhere. It's talking about the people who knew they were Israelites. This is the king of Israel that forsook the Lord and didn't know that his spirit was no longer with them.
And that's the same thing with these people today. They're just under the banner of Christianity. They're just under the banner of Seventh-day Adventists. They're just under totally different banners, but they think they're right. Yeah. They think they're doing the right thing, stealing from their people every Sunday. They think they're doing the right thing, singing in church and not reading one damn Bible verse. They think they're doing the right thing when we go and tell them, hey, the Most High is going to put your lights out if you don't follow these laws. This place is going to be destroyed. There's nothing new under the sun. We're not teaching anything different than what Jeremiah taught.
And to your point, King, like you said, that's what I just remembered. Jeremiah was telling the king of Israel, in other words, the highest person on the planet at the time that didn't have no spiritual understanding at the time. Jeremiah was telling him, hey, look, this is what's going to happen to you. You're going to die. Your kids are going to die. He had to be bold as a lion, like this brother. You know what I mean? Like we call his brother the lion, bold. You know what I mean? Jeremiah had to be bold. While he's in prison, they could just took his head right there. So he had to be bold to tell the king, and this king still didn't listen. Now look who, now the king got his eyes took, son's dead, but Jeremiah get to live. And that's what the Lord did. Prosper. Yeah. If we don't go out and warn these people, their life is going to be for ours. We're going to die. But if we go and warn them, then it's on them, and the blood is off our hand. And that's what happened with Jeremiah. The same technique.
Same technique. The same.
He warned his life was spared.
Let's read this. This is Jeremy. He says, Deuteronomy 32:15. Moses prophesies to you Israelites, that you were going to mess up, and the Gentiles will be able to obtain salvation. Jeremy, where in any of that does it say the Gentiles would obtain salvation when salvation is only for the Jews? Let's get that. Yeah, negative.
Right. He don't paraphrase the whole. I thought he had like a different version, Bible version.
Crazy.
Jeremiah 32 of all. And don't even get me started.
I'll be honest, Jeremy. You better be glad we don't have time for you right now, because we'd bring you on here. We don't have time. So I'm gonna leave you with this, because you, once again, are Bible literate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Don't even want to go there.
Let's read this. We're not even gonna. We're gonna spare you today, Jeremy. But you're lucky we have things to do. This is Jeremiah 4:22, because Jeremy said that later on that the Gentiles will be able to obtain salvation. So let's read John 4:22. Ye worship what you know not what, Jeremy. You worship the so-called white man. You worship the so-called beast system. You worship a God that's not mentioned in this Bible. You worship a God that thinks it's going to give you salvation for not keeping any of his laws. What in the WTF? It says, ye worship what you not what. We know what we worship, Jeremy. We know we worship Yahweh Shah.
That's right.
We worship the King of Kings, Lord of Lords. The biggest, the most famous Israelite on the planet. That's who we worship, King. For salvation is of the Gentiles. No. It says salvation is of the Jews, Jeremy.
That's right.
So I don't know what great mystery you thought of but we're going to spare you today because the other channel is about to go live. But we do want smoke with you. When we come back on it, me and Jay Who are going to have a conversation with you, Jeremy. Okay. All right.
Leave your email in there, man. Let us, leave your email with us. We'll reach out.
Yeah, he'll be back. I'll just go live and he'll be
like,
okay.
Come on.
I promise you, he'll be on here. Matter of fact, Jeremy, I think you have my information. Text me.
Oh, you already know.
Set up a dialogue.
Okay.
Send me. I want. With me and my brother want to have a dialogue with you, Jeremy. Okay.
A familiar scoffer.
Yeah, we're gonna have a dialogue with you. We're gonna just you. I think you got my number on my email. I'm pretty sure you do. Whatever one you got, text me on it. Now we got it. Now we gotta let's see. Hold on. Now that we're done with that. And I'm sorry, y'all. The lesson went a little crazy because of the, but hey, we gotta roll with it sometimes.
Yeah.
Let's see. Let me pull up
these are two very good chapters. Jeremiah 39, 40. All of this is very integral to understand what happened to us, and how we fell. Zedekiah, man, he got done dirty, and he did himself that way. And it's very good read. Go back and read over it. Familiarize yourself with it.
I'm putting the brothers. Hold on, wait. I'm putting the main channels chat in here. These brothers are live right now. So if you're in the chat, go over to them brothers. I'm sorry we couldn't have the lesson smooth, but Jeremy, make sure you email me because me and Jay Who are going to box with you.
That's right. All
right. So we definitely want to talk to you.
Yeah.
But yeah, y'all go to the main channel. Make sure you hit the like, share, subscribe. Sorry about the interference today. Yeah. We'll make it up for y'all. I promise. We'll touch back over this lesson because it was but I feel like we touched on everything we need to touch on. But yeah, go to the main channel, subscribe to the main channel, pitch in on the Brothers Live. They're going into a powerful lesson. Is the church holy? Gonna be a powerful lesson. And Jay, I'll let you close it out.
Hey, it was a pleasure, man, building with my brother, man. Nothing going to stop us from bringing out this word.
That's right.
All praise to the Most High. The enemies tried, they attempted, but we still was able to build in fellowship. GT Parker in the chat. Shout out to everybody that joined and everybody that will join in the future. All praise to the Most High. Keep on serving the Most High and keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments with the faith in Hamashiach Yahushai. With that, we're going to say shalom to the 12 tribes scattered abroad. Peace and till next time, y'all. Till next time.
All praise to the Most High.
Yes, praise is righteous.